Where did I leave off? It's been a while. Oh, I'm actually heading to... Okay, I'm actually doing the story mission. That's where I left off. Let's explore these areas first. Did I not get this? Let's get that first, actually. What is this next area right here? Oh god, they spotted me. Locked path. Interesting. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, I forgot how to do stuff. Nice. Good kill. Should I kill these things? I feel like I should. I feel like I should, just to get some of the stuff back. Oh shoot, where'd you come from? Okay, that's fine. I guess I don't see anything. All right, let's explore these other areas.
I gotta move.
Oh, there's another thing back up there. Okay. Thought I explored it. Hello.
Gotta part ways with this machine for now.
What's in here? Is there anything in here? Oh, this workbench. It's a hunting ground. Wait. Oh, okay, hunting ground. Okay, we'll check that out. Hello, people. Damn, y'all are building. Woo! Alright, good stuff. My stash. Alright, this is a hunting ground. Is that a hunting ground? Is it a workbench? Okay, we got another workbench, which is good. I could upgrade this. Sure, upgrade it. Why not? Let's make the traps. Always better to be safe than sorry. Food pouch, spike holster. I think I'm good for now. Alright. Oh, you give me this? Okay, sick. Oh! That could have gone really bad. Okay. Let's head to this. Let's head to this, then we'll head to Barren Lake. Jeez. Oh, this kills me. Okay. Hello.
Come on. You can use that trip caster I gave you here. It'll be a spark and a hoot.
Sure. There's a lot of side quests here. Oh, that's not a side quest. Never mind. Alright. Hello.
I'll take care of this.
Clueless.
So you decided to visit the hunting grounds. Good on you. Isvad here has all kinds of trials, so hotshots like you can put their machine hunting skills to the test. Or as the Tenakth call it, earning your stripes.
I thought hunting grounds were Karja.
Now, the Tenakth have them out west, too. Though if you ask the Karja, Westerners stole the idea from the Sundom. In fact, the Tenakth used this place for a while after they kicked the Karja out of the region. They even left behind some of the special coins they handed out, to those who earned stripes. Look, they're medals, Karja ones. More spoils. I heard you can trade them for gear somewhere in the Tenakth clan lands. Pretty
Oh,
gruesome,
okay,
I
that's
know.
nice.
Then again, so were the Karja during the Red Raids. Come to think of it, if you plan on going west, I could convince Isvad to give you some, if you earn stripes here. Seems like they might be of use to you out there.
Thanks.
Oh, and if you happen to play Strike, my friend over there has some nifty pieces to trade. You need anything for the trials, come see me. I have some wares I'm sure you'd find handy. Good luck.
Alright. Thanks.
If you're looking for medals prized by the Tenakth, you can earn them here, Savior. Oh, and I'd like you to have this, if you care to use it.
Shock warrior
Consider it my
bow?
thanks for getting Thurnus out of trouble.
Tear trial. Power cells. Make it easier to spot. Shock drift caster to immobilize it. Sure.
Grounds are all yours. Just use the ropes to jump in.
Here? Oh, it is here. Yes, yes. I remember. How do I do it? Here we go. Power cell, right?
Or should make that explode.
What am I looking for? Scrounger. These are chargers. Here we go. Oh shit! I'm gonna die! Oh my god! Oh, okay, I just died. Alright, going back down. Well, we're gonna go this way because we're looking for scroungers.
Good time
Charger.
to pull out shock ammo.
We're looking for this. I keep missing. Oh, wow. I am rusty. Did I do it? No, I was supposed to knock it off. Oh, and I died. Okay. Let's hold off on that until I get a little more to it. Did I just hit something? I hit something else. Go to the bridge. Okay, whatever.
Barren light. Last part of the Sundom before the Forbidden West. And the Karja horn. That means the embassy's starting soon.
Hello, we are here.
Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. But first, I could resupply at my stash.
Yes, you do.
Be worth taking
But
a look around too.
let's talk to people first. Always gotta get the side quests.
Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Ah, well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tanakh?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If
Sure.
you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West, guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
Sure, buddy. Sure.
Guess I'm not the only one who wants to get those gates open.
Fair. Who am I talking to?
There's Erend. Looks like he's had a few.
Savior, I need your help.
Don't embarrass yourself, soldier.
Savior! Savior!
Hello. But I want to talk to you.
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here in the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Lorovic, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Lorovic tried to kill me. I... fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Lorovic to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Lorovic was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Why don't you believe him?
Yeah, why don't you believe him?
Searched Laravic's bunk, searched it again, didn't find anything. Look, Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Laravic and
Oh,
Conover.
okay. If you know he's a good
But
guy.
Nazar only listens to facts. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it, right?
No, but more
And
Eclipse are out
considering
there.
there's no evidence backing up this Eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man. Nozar's on edge with the upcoming embassy and doesn't want distractions. But
Fair.
hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate.
Huh.
By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Nozar's not one to be sidetracked. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
But
Okay.
I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning someone left it open on purpose. And Laravik, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy. So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him arguing with a stranger. And when Laravik mentioned the eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Laravik lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Well, that seems like a believable story. But, of
The
course,
meeting
you could also be
witnessed.
crazy.
Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched at Conover. There's nothing there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
Man, I already dealt with so much with that. Sorry, I realized I didn't put the notifications up. Aaron is right there, which is good. That's where I want to go, but I should explore. Is there anything else? There's only those two side quests? Should check. I already got new outfits. I like my outfit. What are you?
Looking for a real challenge?
Oh, that's
Machine
machine
strike
strike.
against-
Hello. Oh, I already have food.
I've got Ford.
Another. What the hell was that? Workbench. Fantastic. Alright, that's all I'm gonna upgrade this. Alright, there's one thing I also want to check out. It's this. See, I know I wanted to do that, but at the same time it's like, what the fuck? I know I always accidentally use the move, so maybe I have to disable the move. Oh, what's up, Aaron?
Gentlemen,
That's our cue.
you taking the edge off?
I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'd be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need, ask away.
What do you know about this place?
I should have asked how you been first. That seems a lot more nicer.
Dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it.
Yep.
Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Karja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. No matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped
Good.
Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse.
Yep.
I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Well,
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. Just seemed the crowd to show up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
I remember his sister's
What
death.
do you know about the embassy?
Oh, you know, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Anything else? Any other dialogue? Nope.
I better get going.
Oh yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm saving the world. That sounds like a lot for just one.
Errand.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me,
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
yeah, don't count on it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
I don't understand why she has to do it alone. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Lighten up, Paid. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh up there.
Are you in charge around here?
Ah, apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed.
Why?
Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
Why?
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
Why? Just let me look. Okay.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Why? Why?
Because the Tanakh are handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard.
Yep. Yep.
The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
Fair.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our sun priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Alright, is that?
Where is this Commander Nozar then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
Sure.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
Yeah, I figured.
This way.
Alright, 10 follow. Alright, these are getting close. This is close. So I'll... Before we go through the...
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go.
Yep.
The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts.
Uh-huh,
But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
Oh, that's good,
I
yeah.
was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvund was thrilled.
Not really, no.
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Sure, okay. What I feel I'm about to fight him.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Oh god, that's studious.
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Oh!
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Can I hit him?
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough.
Oh, I should have waited. No. Can I go back?
This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
I should have waited and then done the side quest. Okay, it's fine. Oh my god, he found us. Oh.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the savior! I don't care if it's the Dowager Queen herself! The gate remains sealed until that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Vara.
Hi, Aaron.
What's happening? The usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Oh, that's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did?
I think I'm not going to be able to do the side quest for today.
Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Yeah, Varl.
Got something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
There's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
Yes, you do. Please don't fight. Please don't fight. Please don't fight. Just want to talk. Just want to talk.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja
Jesus.
can't be trusted. This is no.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold!
Wait.
She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East.
Savage East.
And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
I am.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you...
Oh, for sure. Yeah, exactly.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see.
Okay.
Tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
Tell everything.
Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Tell everything.
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both.
Peace
if
between?
Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
Yeah, peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
How did you come to be among the Tanakh?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
Tell me.
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tanakh into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
Desperate measures? What'd you do?
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate.
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Key Light, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Key Light. Little did I know what I was in for.
What is it? What is it? Tell me, what is it?
You said the Cool Route is a Tenakth trial.
Hello, Nigel.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena. And
I'm okay. I'm a little tired, but I wanted to play a little bit of Horizon.
It is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you?
I did.
Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
Thank you. Service to the chief. Tell me.
The winners of the Key Light must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by.
That's fair.
But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
Oh, okay,
that's one way to deal with it.
That's unnecessary.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
Fair, yes.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
Maybe. Tell me more about him.
The Karja talk about Hikaro as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field.
Fair.
It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last.
Nice.
The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do.
Oh, okay, there we go. Units not going home. Tattoos.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete.
That makes sense why he's only half.
This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
Yeah. That's my guy.
You asked why I need rite of passage.
Now I tell you why.
I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs, and I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine.
Yep, so let me
I'll
go.
grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Hikaru knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
You're gonna need him. You're gonna need him, Aloy.
You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner.
What took them so long?
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No. The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
I gotta wait. I still gotta wait after the embassy, after you.
The Karja have opened the gates.
I wonder. This is not gonna go well. Not at all. I feel like Vashav might die here.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hikaru's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaru has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
Oh god, it looks like I'm
You'll
fighting.
need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Oh my god. That is terrifying. Is that a velociraptor?
Lancers, form up!
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers, light them up!
Don't just stand there. Yeah, that was just dumb.
Archers! Keep them back!
Oh, gee.
To the Karja! Run them down!
Oh, God. Okay, this is gonna get intense.
They're not gonna make it.
We're not gonna be able to fight him.
Open the gates! Open the gates!
Don't do it.
Open the gates!
Karja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will!
Are we gonna help?
I don't have a shot!
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Nice.
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair! Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
Oh, God. Okay.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
Let's get this. Oh, okay. Hello.
Here they come! Take them out!
Oh. Good knockdown. Good knockdown.
Machine down! Get the ladder!
Oh, these are chargers, which is actually perfect.
Man down!
Nice. Come on. Come on. Whew. Oh, this is actually quite intense fight. Good move.
Cut them all down! Hey, how's that armor?
Headshot.
I got her!
No, you don't. Good kills. Good kills. I mean, that was not on purpose. That was perfectly on purpose. Oh, what the?
Suffer!
Get wrecked. Oh, you died. Okay. Nice. Ooh! Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's you and me now, Varl.
We've survived worse.
I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna be real honest. I didn't know the others were here. I'm gonna be real honest. But these bristlebacks will actually be a problem. Oh, okay. Good work. Oh. Ooh! Bristleback, 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 bristleback. Huh! Huh! Oh god! Bristleback, bristleback, bristleback! Move! I'm stuck!
I've got this.
Varl, please run. Varl, I need you to stay alive. Good shit. Can this thing die? Oh shit. They're still humans? Good shit, good shit, good shit. I keep missing. I don't know how many more we can fight.
You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both! Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Okay. Silence definitely helped you guys out.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
Oh, yes, I should.
I can break through his shield if I damage it enough.
What's your weakness? Oh, poison and shock. Oh, fantastic. I have those.
Gotta get through that shield. There, now's my chance. Give it up.
Come on!
subsiding.
Come on.
Shield's gone. He's vulnerable. They're not stopping me.
You want a little freeze? You want a little shock? This is not going well.
Need to break his guard. He's exposed.
Get wrecked!
I'm gonna break that shield.
Your shield's broken, Aloy. Kill him. Oh god. Thank you. Yeah. And what? And what? Easy fight.
Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No!
Yeah, wow.
It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day. Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out.
I think we need to go back to Fahrenheit, like really talk about what the hell just happened. Oh my god, he lost his arm.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
What even happened to you? You barely got hit, my guy. You're Varl. Fashav, no. I liked you.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
It's like I get a shield.
Don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Oh, a glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Wadis, Fashav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong.
Okay.
Home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
Hey, tall necks.
Say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Yeah, tell me more.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tenakth.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
Fair, fair.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tenakth. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tenakth.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone the Tenakth chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
That's fair.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tenakth weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
Yes. Oh my god, I have so many questions.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram delvers. Even saw 2 Karja scholars trekking southwest with an Oseram crew. Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
This area is no man's land.
Yes.
That it is. The Tenakth used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tenakth agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Karja and Oseram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regala and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call no man's land safe, even in the best of times.
Fair, fair, fair.
The ancient ruins of the southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tenakth further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tenakth.
Okay.
More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Karja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know. I heard they have their own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
Fair.
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then New Taru farmlands.
Yes.
Past that are the Tanact. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories.
Yeah.
During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tanact territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tanact really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
Fair. Alright, anything else? Time to go.
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return.
Okay, I can do my side quest.
And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Alright, sick. Fantastic. Can I put everything now? No, I don't want to talk to you.
What do you need?
I don't want to talk to you.
I need to be on.
Then I wish you luck. And don't...
I appreciate it.
Skip. I want to loot. Man, there's so much loot here. Weaves and stuff. I have skills? Shit. What is this? Deep concentration. Hell yeah. Stealthy. You know, I never noticed from this picture that I'm gonna fight humans. I always figured out who I was gonna face. Now that I know now. I know who I'm facing as human enemies. It makes sense. I'm really upset. I'm actually I'm not that upset about Fashav, but I'm like, oh darn, Fashav, you were like a cool guy. I'm just looting all their dead bodies.
I'll keep some extra on hand.
Good. Just stop gliding. I gotta try it out. Ooh! That's cool.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades.
Yeah.
And just maybe the backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regala's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
Yeah. Only things were, you know.
The woman who led the ambush, Regala, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. What's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels?
A distraction. It's really much. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing. It's just to cause a distraction.
These in my pack.
Because I think he knows that we're coming. That's really the whole thing. Silence knows that we're coming, and if we're distracted to like save people, because Aloy is good at heart, and like the fact that if this embassy doesn't go well,
Good spot to test the shield wing. I climb down and I can glide.
Aloy's a good person. Aloy's gonna help people in need, and especially if Aloy gets less help, that's good. Okay, time to try it out.
It worked. Well, okay. Guess I can leap off just about any cliff now.
Sick, fantastic. Anyway, let's head back. It's like, oh wow, fantastic. Let's head back. Bristlebacks. Needs more breath. This is more of the rubble pants, yeah. So there's a lot of things that I could do. We're gonna head back to do the side quest, and I realize there's a side quest here. Yeah, I'll use a fast shovel pack. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quickly. I unfortunately cannot pause, so I'll be back as soon as I can. Hopefully I cut it out. If I don't, I'm sorry.
You wish to practice your hunting skills, Savior? Here to train for the hunt, Savior? Savior, the hunting grounds are open to you. Time to train, Savior? You wish to practice your hunting skills, Savior?
Be back. Alright, let's head over to... Alright, we got a lot of health packs, which is good. Not health packs. These things. There's so many. God. Oh. But I'm limited, of course. Alright. Let's go to here. Let's start the side quest.
This must be the clearing where Conover says he saw the eclipse. Bloodstains. It's as good a place to start as any.
Examine the blood.
Pretty sure this is where Conover killed that guard.
A lot of blood.
Maybe my focus can tell me if there really was a third person here. I see plenty of tracks from the Karja search party. Not helpful.
Man, honestly, Varro came by to assist and just got
Broken
fucked up.
branches. Was someone up here? Faint tracks leading away from barren light. I should be able to follow them with my focus.
Oh yeah, I could do this. I forgot this exists.
Let's see where this leads. Maybe Conover wasn't lying after all.
Alright, where is this person going?
Lost the trail. There's too many machines walking around. Maybe I can pick up the tracks once I'm past them. If I find where these machines are made, I might learn how to override them.
Yeah, honestly, I would love to figure out where we can find that, so we can, you know, do that. Shut up. Oh, I missed. That's not fair. Is this storming? Not in real life, I'm talking about in-game. Get wrecked. Buddy.
Should be easy to follow the trail up ahead now.
Oh, it's good to get some new stuff.
A lot of it.
Someone was obviously fighting this.
Whoever the runner was, this machine must have slashed him.
Oh, something over there.
Should be easy to follow the bullet trail with my focus.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta. Thank you. Okay.
Looks like they're headed for that bridge.
More stuff.
Someone set up a lookout down here.
Oh, this was actually where I need to go. Wow.
Bandages. Looks like the runner tried to treat their wound before they went on. I should be able to follow their tracks. Where did you go off to?
Where did you go? Oh. Okay, we're still going. That's a lot of stuff. Hold on. Let's slow down. Please? Good. Come on.
The trail ends here. Must have climbed up to that cave. With that injury, I'll bet he's on his last legs.
Okay, let's climb it. That did not go according to plan, but you know what? It worked still.
I'll save this for a dyer.
Hold on. We should be prepared for this.
This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
I hear people.
If we give up now, the usurper wins. We have to find Ezra.
In his shadow, we will find strength.
We don't know Larvik's dead.
He hasn't shown at the rendezvous point, so either that fool guard killed him, or he's lost his nerve.
We'll just have to blast our way through the gates.
And then what? Rayad was our only link to Vezra, and now he's dead too.
We'll track Vezra if we have to. But first we have to get past Barren Light. Next change of guard, we go in fast and loud.
Oh, I know that voice actor. I don't...
Conover was right. I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
If it weren't for that cursed Nora, Sundom would be ours.
Why'd you go for the leg?
Avad will suffer. That will be good.
Oh, Jesus. God. You're so violent, man. Oh, hello.
We are the shadow.
Oh, God.
Hope it hurts.
It does. I missed. An arrow to the head didn't kill you? Oh, you! You wanna shoot me?
But I'm sure there's more of them outside. I better be careful.
Yeah, pry open. Hell yeah. Nice. Some valuables. Oh. Where are they?
No!
There they are.
I wanted to hunt her down.
Okay. Okay. Oh, hello. Excuse you? How'd you miss? Oh, okay. Critical strike. That works. Where'd you go?
And don't come back, right?
I can do what I want. Thank you very much.
Hope that hurt.
Oh, it did. It did. That's why you're gonna suffer.
There.
Sorry? You're gonna blow up. I missed. Excuse you? How'd that go, huh?
And that takes care of that. It sounds like there's more Eclipse beyond the Daunt. If this Rayad was their only link to them, he might have a focus. It could tell me where they are.
Where's the Rayard? Service high for
I'm
Rayard.
guessing that's Rayad. The trail must have been his. He bled out trying to get here. I was right. Rayad has a focus.
Loyal Eclipse. If you're seeing this, it means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow. Your journey is almost over. Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light. And bask in the gloom of future conquest. The new empire awaits.
Sure, that works. That works,
I'll
okay.
have to pay this Vezra a visit and crush his new Eclipse empire before it begins. There's coordinates here, up past Barren Light.
Shouldn't we,
Ryad's mask should be enough to prove Conover's innocence.
Okay.
I better take it back to Barren Light.
Okay, I got it. Return to Conover. Sick. Fantastic. Now let's head back to this new quest and get that. I could help, or I could have fun.
This will break my fall.
Yeah. This is not as fast as I thought it was gonna be, but it's still fun. Oh, hey! Hey? Get over here, get over here, get over here, get over here, get over here. Let's go. Oh god, go! Go, go, go. Alright, let's go to this area first. Let's go to this first. We'll get the quest first, and then we'll head over to talk to Conover. We'll figure out what he wants. Well, to prove his innocence. More like. The thing is with a lot of these side quests is that a lot of them like end, but at the same time a lot of them continue. So the fact that if you miss out on any of these side quests, you miss out a lot of story that kind of happens. Allies and like a lot of XP opportunities. It's like, I'm level 10 right now. Hello. Are you okay? What the freak?
Hey. What happened here?
What do you care?
Don't you?
As it happens? No. You know, I was already having a crappy day, and now these two idiots picked my shift to climb the damn mountain. Wouldn't be so bad if this one weren't so heavy.
Wait. 2 idiots?
Did I stutter? Yeah, 2.
Why are you so
Heard another
pissed?
one shouting up top. Sounds like they got caught between sharp claws and a sharper fall.
Someone's in trouble. Aren't you gonna do something?
Self-inflicted. And I got my hands full with this one.
You're seriously not going to help.
You seriously are?
Someone's in trouble at the top of the cliff. I better get...
Alright, let's deal with that. Because we're already here. Go to the top of the cliff. Okay, you got it. It's probably a bristleback that I have to fight. Which is not gonna be fun. Bristlebacks are never fun to fight. They have a lot of health. But they're okay. I mean, they take a lot. They take a lot to fight. It's as long as I could blow up the acid container in the back, it's okay, but it's still a struggle. It's one of those things as of right now with like my arsenal. It's one of those things that takes a lot out of me. It's like kind of like how the Scroungers were before. Now I can take Scroungers quite easy. Hello, who's here? Of course. Alright, let's go.
Here we go.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. You can relax. Good. Oh, there's 2. I thought there was only 1 left. That changes things up just a bit.
Machines. I've tracked them all up here.
Please don't die.
Oh, we're fucking working on it.
You did it. You got them all.
Well, yeah, of course I did. Where are you? Oh my god, you're up there. Oh, wait, no, you're up there. I thought you were further up. My bad.
Are you hurt?
I live. My so-called bodyguard. You see him on your way up?
It was hard to miss him. He's dead.
Oh. Guess that's what I get for believing in the first chuff in the tavern who said he was a mountain-climbing machine hunter.
Oh.
At least I don't have to pay him now.
Oh.
What are you doing up here?
That used to be a signal tower. The mechanism uses a special lens which, in some very specific circles, is highly valuable. And since the Karja are planning on tearing them down, I was going to liberate the lens before it got destroyed. You get it for me, and the lenses from the other towers. I'll make it very worth your while.
Well, I got them.
So, you're a thief.
I'm more what you'd call an opportunist with a good eye for business.
So a thief.
Look, the Karja are gonna tear all these towers down anyway. They see no value here. They're trying to make nice with the Tenakth now. See? It's a victimless crime. Opportunity.
Tell that to your friend down there.
Self-inflicted.
You said that was a signal tower.
In its day, it was a sight to see.
So I have all
6 of
5.
them
I have
all
5 of
lit
them so
up
far.
all around the dome.
I have 5
They
or 4 or
used to
5.
warn folks that the Tenakth are coming, for whatever that was worth. As you can imagine, the Karja spared no expense putting them together. Hence the fancy lenses in need of a new home before the towers are torn down.
Why can't you do it?
Look, even if I hadn't hurt my ankle here, I'm clearly nowhere near as capable as you.
Yep.
Oh, come on. I can't just let the lenses go to waste. That's not what my father would have wanted.
Your father?
Your father. Is he a thief? Sorry. Opportunist, too?
No. He helped design the towers. Before he passed on.
So that's how you know about the lenses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why they have sentimental value.
Okay, fair.
I already found some, actually.
Well, look at that. Looks like you're quite the opportunist too, eh? Let me take these off your hands then. This should be a nice reward for your efforts. I'm an honest merchant after all. Thank you.
Aloy.
Reyna. Well, Aloy, as soon as I'm up for it, I'll be going back to Barren Light to rest this ankle. But I'll stick around in case you want to get me that lens up this tower here. No pressure. Just saying. Promise it'll be worth it.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll just go get it. I mean, like, I have 4 or 5. 4. I've only gotten 4. God. At least I know what the other... No, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Nope. 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 Shoot. What's the button for that? Hold on. I have more skills. Pullcaster, is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? It is... No. No. Aim something and press. Triangle. There we go. I was like, huh. So this other one is the last signal lens. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I'm in.
Triangle. Let's go get them. Alright, let's head up. Why is this one so much more complicated? Okay, hello. Why are there so many of these? That's a very faulty design. If
I am really busting up this place.
right. Like, the hell? That's the rappel up. Down, sorry.
One of the signal devices. Should be a lens I can grab for Reyna. Got the lens. I can trade it with Reyna the next time I see her.
What? That's not a move. I think I just rolled and that's just coincidence.
Did you find the lens?
Maybe. If you're ready to trade.
Ha! Let's deal.
Here you go.
Isn't that a sight? And here's a little something for your troubles. Now, if you find any more of these, make sure to come find me at Barren Light.
Okay.
You got it.
See you around.
See ya. Alright. That's actually good. Because I planned on going to those things anyway. I was like, I was thinking about something. I was like, what's the point of this? But we found a point, everybody. We found the point. So we jump.
A rush of air.
Hey! It's my... Why is it there? That works. Alright, let's head to the next signal tower. It's getting dark here. What the hell's that? I should figure out what that is first. Are you serious? I gotta climb all the way back up. Okay. I should have looked at the map first. Okay, let's head back up. Oh, okay.
Everything okay up there?
What, so you care now?
Yeah, no, not just... I'm just making small talk.
Keep up the good work.
What's that? Yeah, no, just making small talk. Just like, I mean, how dare he say that to the Savior Meridian? But yeah, let's head back up. I don't know what that is. It's probably just another one of those caves where it's not really worth it for me. But, still figure that out. Also, the fact that those rebels, now that I think about it, now those rebels have the knowledge of those and can override it. That means that I'll be able to override stuff now. I hope I can override Crystal Axe, because that is OP and fantastic. If I am able to do that, I won't struggle as much. How did I not notice this? I was right here. Block path. Fantastic. Can't do anything with it. Okay, time to head back. God, this is such a cool sight. That's also really cool too. I'm a little like confused why she doesn't use it as a shield, but you know what? It works. You know what? As long as it works, it works. All right, let's head over to the signal tower. I love how we already know that's a signal tower, even though we didn't go there yet. That is the missing one, right? Yes, that is the missing one. Even though I've never been up there. But you know what? We'll head there. Am I going the right way? I am going the right way. Stick to this path and just go left. Yeah, we should be good. Also, I'm kind of... I actually know another thing about it. Varro could have made it up. Yeah, at that time. Because if Varro, like, left 12 hours later.
What's back here?
That's about, like,
Extra stock for later.
12 hours after Aloy. It makes sense that... Actually, no, that's quite quick. Oh, actually, she had to deal with a lot of stuff. Oh, go this way. It does... I'm still confused why she's doing this all by herself. That's my main thing. Like, where is the ally ship?
This'll make a good dive.
It could be just because she doesn't want her loved ones to get hurt, the people she cares about. The sense of purpose that she needs to do it. I don't know.
Looks like this camp was abandoned a while ago.
Like, I respect it, but I'm a little confused. She called out so many people to help in Meridian. Well, at least we did. At least. I wonder if you could see more people at Meridian.
Signal tower. Might be a lens I can grab for Reyna at the top.
So if you're an explorist, right, and you already get everything, then you bring that last one. You just finish the quest there. That's just... I should have done that. It doesn't save me any time, but it's kind of just like... one of those things, just like, oh, I should have just done that.
Skin's cracking from the cold.
I'm cold. You're not cold. Hurry up, Aloy. Yes, I am making. Also, yes, I am making you wear short sleeves. But I like this outfit, and you will like it too. I like the original outfit. Call me lame. Oh God.
This tower is barely holding together.
Yes, yes it is.
Okay, a signal device. Should be a lens here. Okay, I think that's the last lens. I should train with Reyna the next time I'm in Barren Light.
Let's go. Alright, this should be a good spot to go. Can I make it, though? That's the question. Can I make it? We'll head to Conifer. Where is it? One of these ones. Errands. Jobs? Oh, I'll find her. Oh. It's that way. Okay. Let's see how far I go. Pretty far, but not as far as I would like. I'm gonna head to the training grounds, to be honest. Ooh, it is not reaching me. I'm gonna go this. Hi. It doesn't know what to do. Let's go to the campfire. I could have just went straight for campfire than fast traveled. That's actually faster. I will do that.
Aloy, I was hoping I'd see you around.
Looking for a real challenge? Play Machine Strike against me.
Where is she? She said something like she was here.
With all that Karja talking. Put up with yours.
Oh well.
Ignoring me again?
Yes.
Look alive, soldier. She's back.
Aloy, did you find anything?
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest. And they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But the other officers, they may not be convinced by your words alone.
If they need proof, show them that. And tell them this man risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to the right people.
That's it then. The end of the Eclipse.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned, the ones who got through Barren Light weeks ago, their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
I want to help. I can fight.
I know you can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
Take them out, Savior.
Yay! We freed an innocent man! Kinda! He still did murder somebody! But I fought for justice. Alright, I really want to figure out how I can use this because I... Oh, okay, okay. So I have to do this. I have to do this, then... Oh, gotcha, got triple notch. There we go. And then I do that. There we go. Ooh. Okay. I don't know. I was way too confused for nothing. Okay. Silent Strike gain. I love that. It's not the exact thing that I wanted, but you know what? It works. Anything else here that I can do? I could upgrade stuff. Or buy some stuff. I don't attach myself too much with weapons, especially with this game. Because aesthetically, oh, there it is. I was like, where the hell's the signal? There it is. Hello.
Is that what I think it is?
Now you've got all your lenses.
My pops would be sad they're tearing down those towers. But he'd be happy these lenses were spared. Many thanks to you, Aloy. Oh, here. What I owe you. Now, this has truly been a profitable endeavor for the both of us.
So what are you gonna do next?
I'm taking these back to the claim. Ankle's all better, and I miss the stench of soot in the air.
Let's hope you don't find any more opportunities on your way there.
No promises. Good luck, Aloy.
Thank you. Wow, she gave me nothing. Can I get a weapon shop somewhere? Weapons? Weapons? No? Weapons? Weapon shop? I need to go see a tall neck. Yeah, I need to go there. Jeez! That's a distance away. Is there a weapon shop? Hit the B, please. Go for a workbench. I'll go to our hunter. I think that's what I actually need to do. Hunter. Hello. The thing is, I haven't used any of the food.
Come on then. No one's up.
No, I will not play that game. I will. If I do, I will play it off stream.
Sorry, the shop is closed for now.
Huh? I was about to say what? Alright, rope casters. Yeah, I would love to get these. Is there any reason why I shouldn't? New bow, warrior bow. Okay. I'm trying to remember how the other game was.
Come back if you need anything else.
Oh, because I think if you could upgrade how much you could hold too. So right now I hold this much. I think I can hold more later on. Okay, I gotcha. Let's look at my stash. What do I have in my stash? I know I have a lot. Give me these. Okay, that's all I can take. I can only take one of those. Give me all that. Perfect. Fantastic. Alright, everything I've done, I've cleared up Barren Light. I've encountered Regala, killed her champion. So I'll actually just end it there, actually. Let me go save real quickly. You came out of nowhere, didn't you? Alright. Pretty maxed out on herbs. There's a lot in the stash. Of course, picking up more doesn't hurt. And especially if they're in the stash, because I have 20 on my hand right now, and 30 on my hand. So, which is perfectly fine. But I think that's good for the session today. And I actually think I'll end stream there as well. Let's see if there's any more loot as well. Wow, there's a lot there. Jesus. Over here. Not too much. Good. Alright. We'll quick save. We'll call it a night. Thank you everyone for tuning into the stream. I normally would do a YouTube outro and then Twitch outro, but I think this is the first time they're going to be the same. Alright. I'll see you guys next time. I don't know when that will be. But yeah. Thank you everyone. See ya.